that's what. And I've been waiting for you to get back so we can pull that off.
Yeah.
Do you still you broadcast in New York too, don't you?
Yeah.
Then you can inform them to tune in too, couldn't you?
Oh yes, what it is MNN. They already have a streaming site.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have it set up on their website.
That's okay. That's okay.
MNN.org.
If you can't just,
They have all
call
four
me,
channels streaming. They have four different
Alright, cool.
public
Bye.
access channels. And so that's cool, and they've been doing it for years, at least since 05, if not all the way back to 03. I mean, they've been doing it for, a long time.
Randy, let me ask you a question. Okay, when we get the streaming set up, if I buy an account with you as a producer, let's see, as a test case for all producers, if I buy an account with you, is there something you can set up where I guess you basically save my show when it plays and then put it into my account so that I could embed that and people could
You
watch?
would have to do it.
Yeah.
I'd have to do it.
Yeah, there's no way I could take the time to
He can't monitor it. Like
Right.
that.
Right.
monitor the show.
You would have to do
Oh,
it.
okay. So other than
But you-
streaming.
That's my problem. It's very hard for me to do.
Well, you have to have
Well,
the
what part of it's hard?
HTML code or whatever.
My,
Oh.
should I get that?
No.
The Randy's haircut?
I don't have it.
Randy's here.
Oh, John's haircut. Yes. It's a very nice haircut. Yes. Looks almost respectable now. 40 years younger, evidently.
40 years young? Or 4? 4 years,
Between.
4 years old.
Do you have an opinion on taking your TV shows willy-nilly and putting them on the internet?
Willy-nilly can put it on.
Okay, doesn't really matter then. Did you want to speak to John?
Who is it?
Can you get it?
Okay, I'll tell him you like this haircut. Bye. Your haircut is officially liked.
Okay, do we know who likes it?
No, I have no idea.
Just a fan, just a fan.
Random stalker type.
I don't know that was the vote. Everybody in favor of John's haircut?
His hair is a symbol for URTV.
Thank you all
My problem
very
is
much.
my computer
I
doesn't have
want
a CD drive.
I want you
It doesn't
all to
have
know
a
how
CD
much I
drive.
appreciate you being here and
But you have your shows on DVD, though, right?
Yeah. But it's just finding a computer I can use to upload the suckers, especially with the weird compression they have with these computers. It drives me nutty. Ugh.
I put
That's
it on
not
the smallest, the web stream, and then upload it at the library. They have a high
Yeah.
speed, and
You
then
you're just gonna have to relax. You're gonna have to zen with it. You're gonna have to get a computer that is capable of doing the kind of work you need to do.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to wait till it
They're
comes
so
to you.
inexpensive now. You don't need nothing big, man. Just go pay $4.99 for an HP or $3.99. No, I don't need any machine.
$4.99 is a bit out of my price range at this
then
precise
go
moment.
to
You
the
don't know how
library.
poor we are.
We're very, very
Seriously.
poor.
Seriously.
Yeah, most of the people.
I mean, it would not surprise me. I don't know this for a fact, but it would not surprise me that to find that John does not have $4.99 to his name. If that was,
At this precise moment, I think I have slightly more than $4.99. Okay, there.
and
I get paid on Friday. So.
and the same is usually
you get paid Friday.
the
That's
same
why.
is usually
Okay,
the
yeah.
case with me. And people will come around and say, here, you can have this brand new truck, and all you got to do is give me $499, and you get a brand new truck. And I have to say, I got to pass because I don't have that.
Yeah.
This is so cold.
It's cold.
It is something to aspire to.
Well, you said it'd be good cold.
That's
how you do it, right?
Yeah, okay.
Look at when he melts sugar.
Iced tea?
Well, eventually, when the whole VOD thing gets settled, I
And
want
then
to
use
work.
some of the
But
in the Martha Stewart cup. I think this is the
Yeah, that's
stuff
the
that you
warmest.
like, or may even be a cut above what you like.
Well,
but this is so smoky you can almost see the smoke coming off of it.
If I told
It
you,
smells like something's burning in there. doesn't it?
let me speak. I'm trying to offer the man something
All
here.
right.
Shh. Where's the caboon? No. If I told you that you was more than welcome to come to my office, I mean, during office hours,
right.
and use one of my computers to upload your files, would that be something of interest to you?
It would be something of great interest to me. I do have one question. Let's say I upload a file directly to a account I bought from you. is there then embed code for putting in a website, or do I have to link to that?
You can do either or. I mean, we can set you up with. It's not something I normally do for everybody, so please don't call me and ask me. But you and I, we can work out something where I can throw you some players on there and things like that, no cost, and just
If you could do that, I would
That way
so
you just,
so that would solve so many
you just
problems.
upload
in
your
my area.
videos, and I'll show you how to put the code in it. And
That would solve so many problems for me.
Oh, okay, cool.
It would just take a weight off of my brain. And
And then I could see it.
all that for
Well, what I-
$6.18.
What I do is I
$6.18?
upload it to
$6.18.
Google
well,
video
I have-
and then
I
embed
have-
it from
I have two
Google
domains.
onto
You know,
my
yes,
site.
and that's a good
618
solution. But you have two advantages. over me.
Host.com.
Yeah, I have
What?
two.
You have a Mac.
Yeah.
I have two
Recently.
domains. I bought.
Yeah, I
I'm
used to
letting-
have a Mac.
I'm letting them park
Your
at
show
GoDaddy.
is
So I need
daytime
to
friendly.
get. I can run them. I can point them both
Oh,
to the same
so
site.
my
right?
episodes-
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I see
just
what you're
because you get
saying.
a panel with it,
Video.
just point them at NS3.
Yeah, that's critical.
.com.
You have to go through the fine print. It
Let
might
me
not
go
work
ahead-
with
let me go ahead and get a,
with
uh,
Google. It might be
site
prohibited.
from-
Exactly. And in
Right.
fact, some of them have been
For the-
prohibited from by Google.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From Google?
Because
Okay,
I don't want to
okay.
put them on the
Google
same
said
company.
no
You
to
Google
some
said
of your
just
One
stuff.
I said
side,
one of
both
them.
domains.
Right
Well,
now, and then I
yeah,
can split
they
them
said
You,
later.
you
no.
can't render it with
split 'em
a
later.
film on
And
the
it
top
costs
of it
something
or
to split them
something.
each time. What,
If
like-
I had
No.
2 more
No,
weeks
all we do is just set
of
up one
uninterrupted
account, one
studio
account.
time, yeah, I could do
You
that.
could,
but-
yeah,
What we'll
you
do
would
is
have to
we'll
cover
park
things
one of
up
them
or
inside the
whatever.
other.
No,
yeah.
but you couldn't
So they'll
render
both
it
work
and
on the
just
same
put like a
site, so it's
title
good.
over top of
And then
it?
when we're ready,
Then
we'll
we
start
take it out
parking.
and put it somewhere.
I'd hate to
else,
do
yeah.
it. And besides, now I don't
Sure.
have to.
Right, we'll
If I
put, we'll
take
put,
Randy up on his offer.
Yeah, that's right. You just do it that
we'll,
way.
we'll set
Right.
up high def audio right now, and we'll park high def sound inside of it, and then later put it out.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
sounds good to me.
I'm excited now.
Let's
Oh,
let's
maybe.
do. I've got a lot of ideas for the site, and like I say.
We're gonna
Go
have.
check.
I'm past
Are you
time. I'm
checking
doing a
too?
420
Uh-oh.
roll.
Oh
You're
my
too
goodness.
late on your 420 roll.
You're too late now.
I'm late on a 420 roll.
It's
That's right.
almost 6:30.
Okay, well, everybody's going.
You ever
420.
Well, yeah, well, y'all can stay and make noise and.
No, we're going to the 420
Oh, you
roll.
just went black.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
You know you went black, right?
We'll be back.
Oh, it
We'll
did.
be
Yeah,
back.
black. Okay, yeah. No, I didn't
You're
know.
loading
I
it
didn't
up.
know it went black.
Psych.
That's just like me, isn't it? Okay, how about if we go to number 16 here? Okay.
Good old number 16.
Get all number 16.
We know where your minds are.
It's 6:30. Do you know where your children are?
Where are your children?
Children, do you know where your parents are?
Children.
Parents are you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Anytime.
Yeah, this one's thinking it has to
See you
load up.
Uh-oh,
It
you
should
just
be
missed the
coming
countdown.
on.
Was it that one? Is that the one I want?
You just
Yeah.
missed the countdown on it.
Well, you're on this camera here.
That one?
Yeah. That's the
You
one.
missing it?
The 420 reel, right?
Roll.
Roll, 420 roll. Okay, good.
Good morning. Welcome to the Pleasure Saucer.
Always try theater at a crowded 5.
Watch The Casey Waters Show, Sunday nights, 9 p.m. on URTV. To get interesting, eccentric, philosophical presentations, and artwork by Judson Laird, which is manipulated using interesting graphic art techniques. You're watching the 420 roll.
Do it. What was the other song I played? Oh, here's a song about stuff. I'm not gonna say it in case I'm making anyone angry. Dear mother, dear father, I don't wanna go camping with the Mormons. They won't let me bring my whiskey. They won't let me bring my wine. You can't get laid unless you get married. You can't have a good time, just a little bit of sex would be nice. Just a little bit of caffeine to top, just a little bit of drugs and alcohol, just a little bit of fun. What's wrong with that? Dear mother, dear father, I don't wanna go camping with Mormons. They won't let me bring my whiskey. They won't let me bring my wine. You can't get laid unless you get married. You can't have a good time, just a little bit of fun would be nice. Just a little bit of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Never hurt nobody. Listen to Janis Joplin, she made that famous. Dear mother, dear father, I don't wanna go camping with the Mormons. It's okay, because I was raised a Mormon.
I'm good. Say you're watching the 420 roll.
You're watching the 420 roll.
Right.
What is that?
Hey, sorry. This is my bad, not yours. It's super busy. One, two, 1, 2, 3.
420 roll.
No.
Stitches guitarist.
Yeah, that's Stitches
I
guitar.
see you've been deputized.
I am a junior Asheville animal control officer,
Okay.
and you can't touch it.
Okay.
And I'm slightly drunk, so forgive my crudity and sloppiness. Let's do this one. Who's that banging at the door? It's the landlord, landlord. Who's that banging at the door? It's the landlord, landlord. He's about to kick me out for all the loud music. He hears me banging on the drums, even though I don't have none. Who's that banging at the door? It's the landlord, landlord. Who's that banging at the door? It's the landlord, landlord. 'Cause there are about 5 police cruisers right outside. They're talking with my landlord, and he's pointing at me, and he looks pissed. Who's that banging at the door? It's the landlord, landlord. Who's that banging at my door? It's the landlord, landlord. He hears loud rockin' music, even when it's not on. I don't even have electricity. He hears me banging on the drums, even though I know I left them at Javon's house. I'm pissed about that landlord stuff. What are they for? Landlord. 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 I hope you're watching right now. That's crap that you're raising the rent $20 in June. What are they for? I went a little too fast, couldn't quite.
We're back, Randini. You're on the air. Oh, wrong one. Wait a minute. I gotta push a button. There it is. Oh, there it is. There you go. Can you see yourself on TV? Now you can talk. Holler real loud.
This is a fisheye.
All right, now stick your nose in it there. What do you think? Could you see it?
I could.
All right.
Somewhat. I'll be watching for the rerun though.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay. Let me throw in some different backgrounds. What are you doing? Are you busy today? Are when this is over, do you have to run quickly or?
Don't have to run too quickly, but
Do you? I guess you're done for the day out there where you work. Is that true?
yeah.
And I was at some point I got to come out there. I've been saying that and saying that.
You have
But you've been gone and
But
you've
I've
not
been
been there
gone.
anyway.
That's right.
How long were you off on vacation?
Good while. When I go, and then when I'm back, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
I just go and maybe I'm back, you know.
No, did you take the wife and all the kids and
yeah.
everything? And
Oh yeah, no,
so-
no, I
so
didn't.
the
I didn't
whole
go off on
family.
my own. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. One of the times we went to Florida with other family members as well.
Yeah.
We own a condo down in Orlando,
Yeah.
and it's 4-bedroom.
Uh-huh.
And so we took Tina's sister and her husband and their boy, which is 11,
Uh-huh.
and took my mother-in-law
Yeah.
and went to Florida.
A condo in Orlando, is that where?
Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a condo there?
Yeah.
Year round, or is it a timeshare?
Yeah. No, it's a timeshare.
Timeshare.
Timeshare condo. Yeah. No, I wished I had one year round.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I get 4 weeks out of it. I
Well,
get to use it 4 weeks out of the year, which can be used all at once or
or split them
split
up.
them up or whatever.
Mhm. You do it usually 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Really, just I don't know. We've never really been set. Sometimes maybe all 4, maybe one, and one, or
Mm-hmm.
just whatever. Whatever floats our boat.
Mhm.
Whatever we feel like for that year.
Have you noticed that the color of the wall has changed? Did you even notice
I
that? or
did
not?
notice that. I didn't want to say anything because I thought maybe I might be going crazy.
You are, but
You've got it more,
this new color is called Mad Scientist Blue.
which is more chroma key.
Well,
Color?
yeah, I got paint chips, paint colors,
Uh-huh.
and I held them up,
Uh-huh.
and I brought in the chroma key real slowly, and some of the paint chips began to key out before the wall did.
Well, now you and I did that test once.
Okay.
Did you have to? So you had to redo it.
Well, no, we did that. I started with that, and
Okay.
then I started also paying attention to sometimes people would have shirts that would key first and stuff
Right.
like that, and then I went, and I had one chip that was a paint color that they had that was a normal paint color there, and then I had and anyway I wound up with 3 different ones, and I had them figure out the formulas for all 3, and I sat down with the formulas for all 3 and figured out what the camera was keying on and what it didn't like, and made a new formula based on the 3, and then I said, here, make this. And since I decided what the numbers would be and said make this, I decided I could name it. So I named it Mad Scientist
Mad
Blue.
Scientist Blue.
And we're keying on Mad
Well,
Scientist.
it keys a lot better, doesn't
Seems
it?
to work a little better.
Because I noticed that there's a better line now around you instead of a haze.
A little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better, isn't it?
Yeah, there's still a little bit of a haze. You may have it
Yeah.
on just a little too.
Well, I can adjust it.
Yeah,
so
you may
we
have
can
it
undo
keyed,
here. Maybe not. Maybe I can and maybe I can't. Yeah, that's not so bad, is it?
Oh no, that's good actually. That's as good as you'd see on the
Just about.
Weatherman.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, yeah, that's as good as you'd see the Weatherman do.
well, not quite, I think, but it's better than it was, and I'm still changing lighting and messing around.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing experiment. It always is.
It's hard to figure that stuff out because you see so many different people trying to explain it. Some people tell you to have the whole background lit, and then the foreground lit, and then some people tell you not to light the background, just light the foreground.
Well, see, what has happened is I put these 2 lights up here, okay,
Uh-huh.
and I had 2 of them up there one doing this and one on the other side doing the other
Right.
corner, right? All right, and so my mother died. I don't know if you heard that.
I
or
didn't
not.
know that.
So last week I went down and I was on the island, had to go to my mother's funeral and stuff like that. And this is the first show I've done, and I'm back to do my show. And now I have 1 light instead of 2 because they think they're work lights.
So is that what originally I brought in 2
That's
of them?
why the light keeps going away.
So you found it somewhere?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay, where
Yeah.
did you find it at?
Back in behind Cablecast, back in behind the rack. They're using it for. I'll bet you it's there right now.
Probably is.
I'll
then.
bet you it's there.
So that's
right now.
so we thought somebody stole it that time.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they did. It should be in here, not back there.
Well, now I tell you what they do at WLOS. They light instead of the background. They light the person from behind and from in front,
Right.
and that gives them their blue screen. Or actually, they use a green screen.
But they gotta light the screen with something too.
Oh, well, the screen's just naturally lit. It's
Okay.
just like this blue's just naturally lit right now.
Right.
And then they light the person from behind, and they light them from in front, and
Part of the problem with that is we don't have enough. Well, we don't have enough pipes and stuff in the right spots on it, but we don't have enough room
Right.
between us and usually we're too close to the screen.
Right.
I mean, you see, I've kind of moved things up a little bit.
right.
That helps too.
Yeah, you probably. I don't know how far they moved him away from the screen on the weather, but he's probably.
I bet you he's
5 or
got
6
6
feet.
feet between him
Yeah.
and the screen.
Yeah, he's probably
Usually-
5 or 6 feet.
Usually it's
at
about
least.
6 feet. So,
Yeah, because sometimes you can see him walk back, and they'll touch the screen, and that's when you'll see a shadow on him.
Right.
Because they'll walk back and you'll see more of their body in the screen, then they'll walk back forward. And anyway, oh well.
Yeah. So how are you feeling now? Do you feel good? Did your
Oh, yeah.
vacation make you feel good?
Oh yeah, yeah, I feel good.
I cut my medication in half.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Is it affecting you any less or more? Or?
Yeah, but I like it. I like it being in half now,
So you're still getting the effects of it, but
but not as much.
not drugged out.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. They don't. I cut it in half.
I'd like to have mine increased.
Would you? Well, that's what they wanted to. They would do. I think they would rather increase mine than cut mine in half. They talked to them about it, and they were like, well, we'll talk about it. Well, we'll talk about it. And so finally, as we were talking about it, I informed them I had done it. You know.
You just done it on your own. You just
Yeah.
cut the pill in half.
Yeah, and they weren't real. They weren't real thrilled. They weren't like, oh, we're so glad you did that. They didn't do that. You know.
Yeah, kind of like the time a few years ago that I took myself off of it.
Yeah. Did you go crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do funny?
And then after
did
about
you do
30
things that embarrassed you?
Yeah, and after about 30 days,
You got to come off slow.
yeah.
Real slow.
Well, I figured that out, but after about 30 days, I finally told the doctor, I said, I'm just not feeling right. And I was reluctant to tell him, and then I finally told him, and he said, well, that was stupid. I mean, that was his exact word, that was stupid. I said, well, tell me about it.
You said, well, how am I supposed to know?
Well, I mean, it does say on the instructions, come off of it. Don't come off of it without a doctor's permission, basically what it says.
Well, I came off. I cut it in half. The good doctor wanted to cut off 1/4, and then another quarter, and come off like that. And I cut it in half. He thought that was severe, coming off in half. But I've got a pill chomper that cuts them in half.
I've got one of those.
And it's got a groove on it anyway. So it was more convenient for me to just chomp them in half.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having some weird symptoms, and I said to and so I read the little thing they gave out with the pills, and I said, if I read on this the problems that I've been having, then I'm gonna get off these pills or cut back on them. And sure enough, I read, and there's about 3 different things, and it listed all of them. So I said, I'm coming off these pills.
But it lists a lot of things on there.
It does.
I mean,
and I have felt better though since I came off.
Well, they originally had me. That's the reason I've got one of those chomper things. It's a little piece of plastic. You can stick the pill in it, and
right.
It has a razor blade. And when you crunch it, it falls over in a little.
That's what I do.
Section.
Yeah.
Originally, they had me cut my pills in half.
Yeah.
And that just wasn't helping me. Mm-hmm. And so they made me start taking the full.
I understand.
Full pill.
I understand because they had me going with the full thing, too, and I was doing the full thing. But after a while, I was having problems with that, so I cut back. And there's other things they could give me and blah blah blah. But I'm happy with where I'm at right now, and partly it lets emotions out, and partly not having emotions in a way was part of my problem. So it's weird.
Well, it is weird because even my wife tells me, she says, you just don't worry about anything or don't care or anything like that, and I don't. I could care less. I don't want to say I was a worrier before. I don't reckon I've ever really been a big worrier. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, you're right, I don't have any emotion at all. Mm-hmm. It's just like, And when you miss 2 or 3 days, that emotion starts coming out. That's the first thing that starts coming out. Mm-hmm. And,
do you get mad?
You may get mad.
Mm-hmm.
You may break down and just start crying. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just depends. Mm-hmm. And that's why I don't like to miss it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And then other things progress after that, Mm-hmm. But you're right. The side effects go away very quickly. After about 5 days of missing it, your side effects are gone. Mm-hmm. It's amazing how long it takes it to get in your system and how short of a time it takes it to get out. Mm-hmm. That's pretty interesting, but because you would think it would stay in your system for a while, mm-hmm. but evidently not. Yeah. But I've read those side effects, man, and I mean there's things on there that good grief, it'll mix up everything from your sex life to mm-hmm. Heart problems to mm-hmm. I mean you name it. I mean it's just all kinds of stuff, loose stools, everything, and
right.
But. I don't know. I guess it's better than the alternative, which is just staying depressed or mad or sad or happy or whatever all the time. Mm-hmm. well, never happy. You're just
Well, I'm used to all that kind of stuff. I've been, because I've been depressed a lot in my life, but I'm used to it now, and to the point that I've learned to deal with it and stuff. And so having some of those symptoms and all, I can deal with some of those. I don't have to be fixed all the time. I'm okay.
The main thing for me.
I do it mostly for other people. No,
I know what you
it's
mean.
for the
I know
people
what
around
you mean.
me.
It's funny you say that because
I
that's
feel-
why I do it.
I feel sorry for the people around me. I've learned to live with it now, but the rest of the world hasn't learned to live with it as well. I'm afraid.
The thing that got me the most was the anxiety attacks that I would get. They were major,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's where I got fed up with it and just had to go on the medication because I would literally just be sitting there on the couch at night minding my own business and next thing I know, within 3 seconds I'm basically in my mind I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm going through a major heart attack. You might as well just go ahead and call the coroner because
Oh, I could tell you some good
You
ones.
know,
I was looking out the window waiting to see mushroom clouds.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've
All kinds
been
of-
there, and
you
and then the wife, not
Afraid
that
to look out the window.
not that she's being mean to me, but she'd just say, "Well, can't you work through that or whatever?" And boy, that's all somebody needs to tell you. It's just well, it's all in your head.
Oh, just get over it.
Just get over it.
How about that? Oh, just get
And
over it.
That's like telling a stop sign to say go, and you just fly off the handle, man. And it's not a pretty sight.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm doing more meditation. I'm a lot less anxious, although I've cut my dosage in half, and I have more emotions and stuff coming to the surface than were there. I am not as depressed, and I'm not as much anxiety and stuff, but I've been meditating more and stuff like that. So you might consider meditation.
yeah, it's odd enough that you say that because I've had people tell me that. Even the doctor
Okay.
would
He's
explain
probably
things
right.
like that to me. My chiropractor would say stuff like that to me. If you just if you just stop and just let those emotions channel through. Well, I mean, you even learn that in karate. Taking
Right.
that. We have times where we have whole sessions that are nothing but meditation, and you just learn to channel everything you've got. You can feel it channeling, just plumb down into your fingertips and just releasing. And it's a very real thing.
All right, we do sometimes simple breathing meditations. That's sort of your basic meditation is a breathing meditation. That's a cool thing because that's something you take with you everywhere. Anywhere you are, you can breathe.
Absolutely, and if you can feel it, we learn to do it as a color. Imagine the air going in as the color red and coming all the way down, and we can see it with your eyes closed. You can see it going all the way to your toes, and then imagine it as a blue or a green coming back out on exhale, and just and it's amazing what that'll do for you. But I still rely on my medication too much. I really shouldn't. I should cut it back like you do. And
Well, no,
try
I'm
to
not
go.
telling you should.
But,
As a matter of fact, cut it back.
I wished I could get completely off of it because there are some side effects that do affect me that I wish didn't. And
All right. Well, I just had it, and I can't even remember what it was now. There was one that was just driving me crazy. It wasn't a headache though, but what was it? It was. I can't even remember what it was now, but I remember saying, if it says that on the paper, I'm going to stop it. And when I read the paper, there was like about 3 other things that had also been concerning me, and so it was like, and now I can't even remember what it is. Have we gone off the air? I would say so.
looks like, yeah.
That's good. We're still recording, but that's pretty much a wrap, Jack. I'm so glad you came. That really cheered me up. Could you tell it cheered
I'm
me up?
glad. I'm glad I come by too.
Did you
I
tell it
missed
cheered me up or not?
I
It
could
really
tell, yeah.
cheered me up a lot.
Yeah, because you looked around as if it was just somebody just normal, and then you seen it was you took a double take.
Mm-hmm.